Hare Krishna devotees. Prabhu Mataji, will it be okay to start it up? We are live on YouTube. Let me put
Hare
you
Krishna
on.
Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam.
Dandavat Pranam Mataji. We are very, very fortunate today to have the association of Ramanipati Prabhu and Radharati Mataji. I had a brief personal interaction this time when Guru Maharaj came to Bangalore. I actually heard about you, Prabhu. I stayed together with Kanhai Giridhari Prabhu. So I had heard about all of you, and I had heard once about you from Sarachmukhi Mataji. And then, but it just fizzled. And then, of course, I saw the way you are senior, you put me on the right track in our conversation. So thank you for that. Eternally grateful to you for that. So, so Prabhu is currently staying in Sridham Mayapur, Gurudev's place. So wonderful to have him there. And he actually is a part of the management of Bhaktivedanta National School and Mayapur International School as well. So, and he helps Guru Maharaj in Bhaktivedanta Swami Charity Trust related initiatives for which we actually interacted this time when he was there here, of knowing about the places. So, and of course, I also happened to see Mataji that time. So we met, I think, just outside the temple. Didn't, I don't know, but I saw you there. And just as you were about to leave, I didn't realize that you were there, Mataji. Sorry for that. And Mataji also has been wonderfully as glorious Grihastha couple who have been guiding many devotees. In fact, what happened was this passed my mind, and then Pushpamukhi Mataji sent me a message saying that, hey, what's happening on your Throwback Thursday? Do you think we should get the association of Ramanipati Prabhu and Mataji? I said, why not? That's like, wow. Okay, we should get out there. And thanks to Pushpamukhi Mataji for pushing me through. And so we are very, very happy to have you here. And so however you would like to take forward, you can please take forward. And if possible, keep 10 minutes for some question answers at the end. People usually, based on the topic, they reach out, Prabhu. And we'll wait to hear from you. There are many who have joined directly from the temple. Thanks to Sumukha Gauranga Prabhu and Giteshwari Mataji there. So we'll also wait to hear from you. Hare Krishna Prabhu, Hare Krishna Maji. Once again, on behalf of Jayapataka Seshadripuram, we welcome you and very happy to have you on this
Hare
day.
Krishna. Hare Krishna. Dandavat pranams to Anadi Gaur Prabhu as well as Anadi Jagannath Prabhu and as well as all the assembled Vaishnavas and Vaishnavis. Am I audible?
Prabhu, loud and clear.
So what we are going to do is we'll do 2 minutes short kirtan, and then we'll have introductory prayers, and then we'll have introduction about the topic what we are going to discuss, and then we'll proceed as the flow goes. We are not going to speak on any particular timeline or any sequence or anything like that. We'll, as the sequence flow goes, we'll speak like that. Okay? Thank you very much. Jaya Jayapataka Swami Shila Guru Deva 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 Jayapataka Swami Shila Guru Deva Jaya Jayapataka Swami Shila Guru Deva Jaya Jayapataka Swami Shila Guru Deva Jaya Jayapataka Swami Shila Guru Deva
Jayapataka Swami Srila Gurudeva.
Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Prabhupada.
Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada.
Nitya Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol.
Nitya Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Nitya Gaura Hari Bol.
His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Srila Jayapataka Guru Maharaj ki Jai. Iskcon Guru Vrinda ki Jai. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bol. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Jayapataka Swaminiti Namine Namacharya Padaya Nitai Kripa Pradayine Gaurakata Damodaya Nagara Grama Tarini Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Eva Cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Mukam karoti vachalam pangam langayite girim yatkripatamaham vande Shri Gurum Dinadarinam Paramananda Madhavam Shri Chaitanya Ishwaram Katanchana Smrite Yasmin Dushkaram Sukaram Bhave Vismrite Viparitam Syat Shri Chaitanyam Namamitam. Hare Krishna. We are very extremely fortunate and we are very extremely happy to be present here in the midst of all the wonderful God brothers and God sisters of His Holiness, of all of us and all the disciples of His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Guru Maharaj. And it is very, very purifying to hear as well as to render glorification about such a wonderful, pure devotee like our Guru Maharaj. So there are so many wonderful subject matters we can discuss from the life of our Gurudev. I am sure all of you will have so many wonderful experiences and realizations based on the interactions you all had with our Gurudev. Today, we intend to discuss very, very briefly because we have 1 hour time, and 1 hour time is very, very minuscule time to discuss about the glories of Gurudev and whatever limited experiences we had, limited realizations that we had during the course of our association, which our Gurudev had given to us. Based on that, we are going to speak few words about the topic, the epitome of compassion. Guru Maharaj, the epitome of compassion. So we're going to discuss about this topic and how the compassion of our Gurudev is flowing on and on and on, and how we got affected by such compassion, the flow of compassion of Guru Maharaj. So, please.
So we in our devotional lives, we keep hearing about this word compassion. I was actually trying to understand the word compassion because we are talking about Guru Maharaj, how compassionate he is. So I was trying to understand the word compassion. So I got a few references uh, to uh, to this word compassion. So I would just like to share this with you all, so that we can actually get into the mood of uh, how actually Guru Maharaj is very, very compassionate. So, from the Bhagavad Gita, we all know how Arjuna's compassion was misplaced, and then Krishna corrects him and says that, like, we should have compassion for the soul. I mean, the compassion for the body is useless. And Srila Prabhupada explains elsewhere that real compassion refers to helping someone go back to Godhead, basically, like, giving eternal life to people. And then there was a question asked to Srila Prabhupada: is not Krishna a God of compassion? So Srila Prabhupada replies, who can be more compassionate than Krishna? He is canvassing, my dear boy, please come to me. I'll give you protection. Why are you suffering here? So this is actually compassion. So Srila Prabhupada explains how Krishna is the most compassionate person, because he doesn't want us to suffer in this material world. He wants us to go back to him to have the eternal happiness. And in the Srimad Bhagavatam, in the 4th canto, 22nd chapter, 42nd verse, Srila Prabhupada explains how Lord Buddha appeared out of compassion for poor animals. Lord Nrsimhadev appeared out of compassion for Prahlad Maharaj. And the Lord himself appears, he comes himself, or he sends his representatives to, out of compassion for fallen souls. So we can see how Krishna is talking about his sending his representatives for the fallen souls. We can see, like, Guru Maharaj has especially come for saving fallen souls, uh, and, like, especially like me. And then so this is about compassion, basically, like, to how Guru Maharaj is actually helping us in our spiritual lives, uplifting us in our spiritual lives. So this is actually the real compassion, and we would like to share how Guru Maharaj has been so compassionate to us in our lives.
So before we go into the details, we all know how Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu adventured himself to distribute his compassion, his mercy to all of us. One of the main reasons for his appearance is to distribute Krishna Prema, as Rupa Goswami says, Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gaura Kushena. So he has appeared to distribute this Krishna Prema to anyone and everyone. He's so compassionate. The Supreme Lord is very, very compassionate towards us, very merciful towards us, that he is distributing this mercy, and we are all very fortunate to receive that. And Srila Prabhupada, following in the footsteps of the acharyas of our sampradaya, has taken it very seriously to distribute this message of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu all over the world. So he's carried this compassion and mercy throughout the world. And our Guru Maharaj, he is demonstrating through his life, which is full of compassion. And this can be understood by all of us very easily, that our Gurudev has accepted more than 50,000 disciples. He has accepted more than 50,000 disciples. Who else could be more compassionate like this? Which includes all of us. At different stages of our life, we all have come across the personal touch of Gurudev. He has touched our heart. He has touched our life, our family, in some way or the other. We have heard this reference Brahmanda Brahmite Kone Bhagyavan Jiva Guru Krishna Prasade Pai Bhakti Lata Bij. So we are so fortunate to receive this compassion and mercy from our Gurudev. I'm sure each one of us have come across some realization or the other which has touched our heart, based on which we are totally indebted to our Guru Maharaj. We are totally dedicated our life to Gurudev because of that pure touch from our Gurudev. So here we are going to discuss few incidences from our life, how Gurudev has touched our heart. We want to share our realizations little bit here and there and our experiences so that we all can understand somehow or the other how Guru Maharaj mercy and compassion has reached all of us.
Actually, I just wanted to add on to what Prabhu said about Guru Maharaj's compassion in accepting so many disciples, more than 50,000 disciples. We can see, just like how Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he did not see any qualifications to distribute the love of Godhead. He opened the storehouse of the love of Godhead for anyone and everyone. He did not see if anyone is qualified or not. He just wanted everyone to get that mercy, like, to get the opportunity of somehow going back to Krishna. So that is the mercy of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And we can see similarly our Guru Maharaj, he doesn't uh, he doesn't consider any background in accepting any disciple. Like, he doesn't see, oh, this person is educated, so it'll be easier to preach to him. No, it's not like that. Guru Maharaj accepts disciples from any sort of situation. We recently heard about how Guru Maharaj went to one village, and he accepted. There was already a disciple of Guru Maharaj there, and then one devotee was talking about that in the JSS's meeting here in Mayapur. So village and highly educated people, universities, different professional backgrounds. Guru Maharaj doesn't consider anyone's material qualification. So he's so compassionate that he accepts so many types of fallen souls also. So um, so he's so compassionate. So I just wanted to add on to what Prabhu said.
So way back in 1999, that's when I opened up a topic with Gurudev when I was a bachelor, and my parents were pushing me to get married. So when Guru Maharaj visited Damodar Desh and Shyama Desh, so when he visited there, I approached him and expressed this desire of my parents, and then showed her photograph to Gurudev. Gurudev, this is the girl my parents have chosen for me. So I wanted to know your views, your guidance, your advice. So Guru Maharaj saw the photograph and then he said, "Oh, devotee girl, less risk." So Guru Maharaj is very, very, very clear in what he's communicating. He's not taking it for granted, oh, devotee girl, everything will be happy, everything will be fine. No, he didn't say like that. He said, oh, devotee girl, less risk. So parallelly, her parents also, they are basically from Trichy, BHL area in Trichy. So her parents also showed my photograph to Guru Maharaj at a different time. So Guru Maharaj said, oh yeah, what did he say?
I remember this boy.
I remember this boy.
He's a nice devotee.
She says, not me. So he's a nice devotee. So like that, he has played a very important role in each and every major decision in our life. He has so many things to do, so many disciples to attend to. And that time he was even more busy. He used to do so many multitasking at the same time. In spite of this busy schedule, he found some time to give us, to direct us towards our future. So we are so moved by this kind of attention he has given to us. So it's a very, very important thing for our marriage, which happened in the year 2000. And in the same year, we both got initiated in the month of April. In the month of January, we got married, and in the month of April, we got our first initiation by the mercy and compassion of our Gurudev.
Actually, it's not necessary that Guru, like Prabhu said, it's not necessary that he has to come and uh, you know, and go into the nuances of our personal life. But we can, Guru Maharaj actually really takes care of his disciples so nicely that we are moved by his love and care. And because of that, we are inspired to do more and more in our devotional life and uh, do better. It's like how a father, he actually cajoles his children, and then he's like, okay, come on, you can do better, like that. So the goal is to do Krishna consciousness, but just because of Guru Maharaj's love and care and affection for his disciples, we are so inspired to do better. So this is the beauty of Guru Maharaj. I wanted to share one incident when our daughter was about 4 years old. So we wanted to put her in school. Before that, we wanted to do the Aksharabhyas for our daughter. So Guru Maharaj was visiting Dubai, so he went and asked our and then he's like, okay, fine, you look at the samskaras book and then arrange everything. Ready. They all
Prabhu, is there any disturbance in the audio?
Now it is clear. Well.
Sorry?
Now it is clear.
So it was written in the book. What are all the paraphernalia to be arranged? What are all the things that we have to give as dakshina to the person who's doing the aksharabhyas? So it was written there that we have to give some fruits. So we had bought some fruits which Guru Maharaj actually likes. Like, he likes these exotic fruits like rambutan, mangustan, and then some peaches. So like that, 5 varieties of fruits we had bought. And then, so everything was ready. Guru Maharaj made our daughter sit on his lap, and he made her do the aksharabhyas. And then as part of the dakshina, we gave Guru Maharaj the fruits. And then one senior Mataji, she was standing nearby, and then she was telling, why are you getting so many fruits? Guru Maharaj might not be able to carry it. He's traveling, so how will he carry? So why are you getting all these fruits and all? You could just do it like a formality, get some bananas and then it could be done. And then I was like, oh, am I going to, did I do something wrong? So I was feeling a bit guilty. And then after some time, Guru Maharaj, he turned to one of his secretaries and he said, please pack all these fruits. So that was like so beautiful for us and so nice that, like, Guru Maharaj, he actually understood my mind. I was like, oh, I bought this for Guru Maharaj, and is he not going to take it? So then so nicely he actually took the fruits, and it was very, very sweet and compassionate of him.
So this is a very, very personalized realization. Actually, traditionally in the sense, my father, my grandmother, all of us, and myself also, we used to get some weird dreams. So in that dream, when I'm sleeping, for example, suddenly I'll get some disturbance as if somebody is pressing my chest, my heart, while I'm sleeping. So I used to try to scream on top of my voice because of the pain, but my voice will not be coming out. Then I'll be making a noise like that. I'll be making a noise. right? Then my good wife, who's sleeping, generally sleeps next to me. Then she wakes me up. Oh, what happened? Then I said, okay, nothing. And then, like this dream was going on and on and on. I don't know why this is happening. So one time, me and my wife, we decided, okay, we'll consult Guru Maharaj about this. So one time we went to Guru Maharaj. I asked Guru Maharaj, Gurudev, this time of dream is happening. He was distributing prasadam after the class to all the devotees. And suddenly he looked at my face when I told. And he looked at my face and then said, you are haunted by ghost. Then he kept quiet for some time. And then again he continued to distribute prasadam to everyone. And then I was just quietly waiting next to him. This happened somewhere in 2001, I'm talking about. In 2001, 2002, this happened. So that time we were in Damodar Desh, Shamdesha. So that time, the Guru Maharaj immediately said, okay, every day you please keep one Radha Krishna picture and then do one Duparti for the Radha Krishna picture before sleeping. So I continued to do that every day, Duparti for Radha Krishna picture before sleeping. The frequency of this dream slowly was coming down, but the dream was still happening. It was happening. It's like a mega serial, you know. It's going from one stage to another stage. So initially I was not able to see what is happening to me. But after I started doing this arati based on Guru Maharaj's advice, I was able to see a person, a lady with some white robe. A lady with white robe, she was trying to strangle me. And she was trying to push my heart, push my chest so hard that I'm not able to move here and there. So this was happening for few weeks. It was happening like this for a few weeks. And then I was able to see this lady clearly. Her full form I was able to see. And then after a few more weeks, one particular night, what happened? This lady was just squeezing my neck like this. I'm not able to move. I was standing and she was squeezing like this. I could not move. I could not say anything. I was just thinking about Gurudev at that moment. I could not do anything else. And all these things are happening in my sleep. And then suddenly this hold was getting released little bit, like that. It was getting released. And then I saw the face, the head of this lady was chopped off. And Gurudev is standing right behind her with a big, huge, shining sword in his hand. And then he just chopped off her head. And then he was standing like this with a sword in hand. Later on, just couple of years before, I came to know from another devotee that Gurudev used to have a big sword in his under his bed.
It's there in his room.
Looks, I heard, I've not seen. It seems that there is in one of his quarters. This sword is still there. So I was totally moved. And from that day onwards, I never got any such dream in my life in the last 20 years. In the last 20 years, I never had any such dream at all in my whole life. The reason why I'm sharing this with you all is Guru Maharaj not only comes in person to help us, he comes in our dreams and he removes all the troubles that are there for us from time immemorial. I'm sure all these things, whatever dream I was getting was because of prarabdha karma. And because of all that, and Guru Maharaj is very, very merciful, very compassionate. And then he just came in my dream and removed all the prarabdha karmas by just removing that ghostly figure from that haunted ghost from my life, and then gave more peace and harmony in my life. It's something extraordinary. I have not shared with many people, but I thought today is an opportunity to share with all of you on this wonderful occasion. This has created immense faith and dedication for us in Gurudev. His most amazing personality. I've never come across a person like Gurudev in my whole life so far. It's really mind-boggling for me how Guru Maharaj reaches out to even fallen souls like me to express his compassion, to exhibit his mood of compassion. It's something amazing. It cannot be expressed in words. It cannot be expressed in words. It's mind-boggling for me. So he's so compassionate, so compassionate. Whenever we need, he's there. Whenever we need, he's there. Either in the form of his physical presence, or he gives directions. He gives directions to us through which we get clarity how we have to carry out various aspects of our life. Suddenly we could hear some lectures in that whatever problems we are contemplating about, the solution is there immediately. And it is happening year after year after year. So many things are happening. I'm sure all of you will have experienced so many different things in your own life about how Guru Maharaj reaches out to individuals. When we sincerely pray, then he is there for us. I'm sure. Just one more thing I wanted to share. During the course of our last 22 years of married life, we had many fights. We both had many fights. I'm sure it's not anything new for a married couple, Grahastha couple, to have misunderstandings. So we had many misunderstandings. And there is only one point of conclusion, one common point of conclusion. What is that? Okay, we should not further go on this fighting spirit because it's not pleasing to Gurudev. When we come to that point, then we forcefully resolve our problems between us. So Guru Maharaj is the connecting link in this family of ours. Without Guru Maharaj, I don't think we would have survived in our married life at all. We both are very fiery personalities in our own ways. Very fiery personalities. So if we had not had Guru Maharaj in our life as a common point to look up to, I don't know what would have happened to us. I don't know what would have happened to us. So Guru Maharaj is so compassionate, so merciful, and he's there extending himself again and again to us to give us more and more and more opportunities. Every time we slip down, then he's there to give, okay, it's okay, come again. So many opportunities he has provided us. That's his compassion.
So one last incident we want to share is like how Prabhu was telling, in all major decisions of our life, Guru Maharaj has guided us completely. So one other thing to help us improve in our spiritual lives was our shifting to Sridham Mayapur. So we were living in Dubai for about 11 years, and then Prabhu, almost towards the end of our time in Dubai, like for about a year or so, he was going on telling that, probably even more, 2 years or so, like that. So he was telling that I want
6 years.
Huh?
6 years.
Almost 6 years. Okay, fine, 6 years. So Prabhu was telling that, I want to go back to India to, do some more service, more reading. I'm not able to get enough time. We were doing a lot of preaching, but Prabhu was feeling that he's not having enough time to read and, spend more quality time in Krishna consciousness. So he was having this desire that we have to move back to India. So every time we would go to Guru Maharaj and then we would ask him, because I would say, because Guru Maharaj likes preaching, he wants us to be here and do the preaching. Why would we want to shift to Mayapur? Because both of us, my daughter, all of us, we used to love Sridham Mayapur. We still love Sridham Mayapur. from Dubai itself, any opportunity we would get, we would just come to Mayapur Dham and spend time here, and then we would go back. And Parikram, Navdvip Mandal Parikram used to be our favorite, like all three of us. Almost every year we used to attend. And So yeah, so Mayapur Dham is very, very dear to us. But I never thought that we would want to move back to India and shift there, because preaching was going on nicely and Guru Maharaj likes that. So then I would always tell Prabhu, let's go and ask Guru Maharaj, does Guru Maharaj want us to go back to India or not? So he would go, I mean, both of us would go, and then Prabhu would ask Guru Maharaj. Guru Maharaj would say, you're not ready. You're not ready yet. For whatever reasons, maybe like in our spiritual maturity, or I don't know, whatever he thought, he would just say, you're not ready. So be here for some more time. So in the course of 6 years, at different times, we would just go and ask Guru Maharaj.
That's one thing I wanted to add. I never used to save money at all. So Guru Maharaj will ask, whenever I go and ask him, I want to shift back to India. Guru Maharaj, you have a daughter. Do you have a house? Have you saved enough money for her marriage, for her education? What have you thought about those things? I never thought about those things. But Guru Maharaj is so compassionate. He goes into so much of details, understanding how irresponsible I am. So he goes into those details also and prepared me with all these things. Okay, we'll build a house, make some enough savings for daughter's education, all these things. So he went into that much detail.
So then finally Guru Maharaj gave us the approval, like in the year 2011. He spent so much time in just discussing our shifting to India, like almost 1 hour. Almost 1 hour he spent with our family. He was asking, he went to the extent of asking my daughter, will you be okay going to India and studying? Which school will you go to? What will you be able to be happy in the schools that you study? Will you not miss Dubai? So like that, so many small, my daughter was she was about 10 years old at that time. So he went into so much details and asking so much of, so much details he asked, and then he finally he gave us the approval, and then finally we shifted to Mayapur, and then it's so evident in both our lives, in all three of our lives, that this is his true compassion. He wanted us to shift to Mayapur. Of course, like initially when he said, okay to our shifting to India, he asked us, where do you want to go? So then I was telling that probably I want to shift to Chennai. And then Guru Maharaj was asking why. Because I was like, because my daughter was learning Bharatanatyam at that time. So, and then I was telling, oh, there are nice dance schools, and then good schools, nice education in Chennai. So I would want to shift there. And then Guru Maharaj asked, are you sure she will get admission in a good school? I was like, yes, Guru Maharaj, there's so many nice schools there. And then as though I was like, what's so this thing, like, getting an admission in a nice school. And then, believe it or not, for that one whole year, we were just going around the whole of Chennai, finding a school for my daughter, and she wouldn't get admission anywhere. It's not like, she's not a good student. She's a very nice student, but she just couldn't get into any school for whatever reasons. And this was Guru Maharaj's compassion. We both always keep discussing how this is actually Guru Maharaj's compassion. Because he asked me, why do you want to go to Chennai? Why not Mayapur Dham? I said, Guru Maharaj, Mayapur Dham is like amazing for me, but I'm not sure if I can live there and then, my whole life. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I'm ready.
Basically, she was telling, oh, Mayapur Dham, we wanted to get recharged and go back to Chennai and then do preaching and all these things she was telling.
So then Guru Maharaj said, okay, let's try for 1 year. And exactly it was just 1 year we were in Chennai. And then everything in our life moved towards the direction automatically to shift to Mayapur Dham. And then he brought us here, and then he's engaging us in Seva here. And we can see how Mayapur Dham is so purifying in our lives that automatically it's pushing us up in the rungs of our spiritual life. giving us so many realizations, giving us so much purifying experiences. So this is completely the mercy and compassion of Srila Gurudev.
So a few years before, Guru Maharaj and His Holiness Bhakti Purushottam Swami Maharaj started engaging me in a particular service, like assisting them in a special project initiative called Bhakti Vedanta Swami Charity Trust. This is basically for the main objective is to develop various Shripats. Shripats means it's pastime places of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and his associates in Gaura Mandala Bhumi. Gaura Mandala Bhumi, basically, I'm sure many of you would have seen in the Palace Ground program. So Gaura Mandala Bhumi basically is all the pastime places located in West Bengal, some parts of Jharkhand, some parts of Odisha, and some parts of Bangladesh. So this is Gaura Mandala Bhumi. So Srila Prabhupada formed this trust few days before his departure from this world. And then he made our Gurudev as the lifetime chairman of this trust. And our Gurudev, and along with many of his god brothers, have been doing this wonderful service of repairing, renovating, rebuilding various pastime places of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and associates ever since this trust was formed way back in 1977. So a few years before, I was asked to assist them in this initiative. So I didn't understand head and tail of any of these services at all. Year on year, we will have many meetings. And each meeting, Guru Maharaj will spend a lot of time in the meeting guiding us how to take this forward, Sometimes he will say, you people are very slow. I want to do many projects in 1 year. You are all struggling to do 1 or 2 projects in a year. So like that, Guru Maharaj kept on encouraging us to do more and more. So over a period of time, I have learned a little bit now how to make systematic progress in these things. Still, I have a long way to go. The reason why I'm telling is Guru Maharaj is very compassionate in involving various individuals like me in different services so that we can get an opportunity to purify ourselves, so that we can take up to the path of devotional service more and more seriously. That's his compassion. If he wanted, he could have, just like that, he can finish all these things. He's very powerful, very intelligent. He can just like that do it, but he is giving an opportunity for all of us. So in one of the meetings, so he was expressing, Srila Prabhupada gave me so many instructions, so many different instructions. I'm not able to do yet. So I want help from all of you. So he was expressing things like that. It's not because of his inability. It's basically because of his humility and his compassion, so that everybody can get an opportunity to serve in the mission of Srila Prabhupada, to serve and please our Gurudev in some way or the other. So that is the mood of our Gurudev. Our Gurudev wants everybody, every one of us to get into some service or the other, so that we can please our Gurudev, we can please Srila Prabhupada, so that we can go back home, back to Godhead in this very lifetime itself. Guru Maharaj do not want us to go to heavenly planets. If we go to heavenly planets, then in that calculation, it goes into thousands of years. And then after our piety is getting over, then we have to come back here. Then it will be a most demoniac place in the whole universe, because Kali Yuga would have advanced so much. So Guru Maharaj is compassionately thinking how he can extend his helping hand to all of us, so that at the end of this very life itself, we should all go back home, back to God. That is the mood of our Gurudev. That's why he's just making more and more disciples, helping them to somehow get the mercy and the link with the parampara, so that every one of us can go back home, back to God. And we all have a role to play. We all have a role to play in this, in assisting our Gurudev by following our sadhana properly, by helping others, inspiring others to follow their sadhana properly, and so that we all can together help our Gurudev, and then we can go back home, back to God. This is the most important aspect of Krishna consciousness, which he's extending to everyone. He's inspiring everyone. In his most difficult situation of his life in the last 14 years, ever since 2008, he has been just going on and on and on. Why? Any other person would have just stuck into one place. No, he's taking every single situation as an opportunity to preach the glories of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. That's his compassion. Who else would have done this? Nobody else would have done this. Nobody else would have done this. That's his compassion. At this old age, with all these physical problems, he's still trying to reach out each and every nook and corner of the world. That is his compassion. That is why we all should be indebted to our Gurudev for whatever he's doing. Such an extraordinary, exemplary services he's doing to please Srila Prabhupada and Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So this is the most important thing. We all should take it very, very seriously. Then we will get purified.
So we just want to conclude the session to extend our gratitude.
Before we go for question answers.
Yeah, before we go for questions. So this is from Srimad Bhagavatam 4.22.47. Yairi bhagavato gatiratmavada ekantato nigamabhi pratipaditanaha Tushyanva bhadra karuna swakritena nityam ko nama tat pratikaroti vinoda patram. How can such persons who have rendered unlimited service by explaining the path of self-realization in relation to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and whose explanations are given for our enlightenment with complete conviction and Vedic evidence, be repaid except by folded palms containing water for their satisfaction? Such great personalities can be satisfied only by their own activities, which are distributed amongst human society out of their unlimited mercy. Srila Jayapataka Swami Guru Maharaj ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Gaur Premanande Hari Guru.
While we wanted to share many more, anyway, paucity of time, and so last few minutes, Anadi Jagannath Prabhu requested us that we should spare that for some question answers or some realization should be shared by other devotees or some comments. So we'll end our session here and we'll.
Hare Krishna. Ramanipati Prabhu, Hare Krishna. Anukul here.
Hare Krishna.
I'll say two which I remember past time. One my wife told, actually on fruits only. Mataji was discussing about fruit, sharing pastime of fruits. So I will also share two pastime of fruits. One because when Guru Maharaj started staying in Bangalore outside Hare Krishna Hill in 98, later, then devotee were not knowing Guru Maharaj what type of fruits or he takes food or something like that way. Then devotee used to bring fruits like some, and with that time in Bangalore, very only few places we to get good fruits. So devotee used to bring some like not Guru Maharaj we can't offer. So they used to bring one a lot of fruit like a bunch of banana or apple. So then my wife can't offer to Guru Maharaj. Then she used to tell me. I said, what to do? Then slowly she started telling as my mother, you was not knowing, she told her, okay, don't be, you should have brought banana only. Then she started telling devotees, okay, you bring only one or two fruit, there's no problem. So at least we can offer to Guru Maharaj, but don't bring more fruits which we can't offer actually Guru Maharaj. Then devotees started realizing and they start bringing which fruits we can offer to Guru Maharaj. Another is pastime with me. I went to near Madurai, new temple opening was there. So I used to carry wherever I go, Guru Maharaj is there to fruits from Bangalore. Because Tamil Nadu was very rare fruits you can get actually. And that is inner Tamil Nadu, still it is very difficult to get good fruits. So I reached, then afternoon Guru Maharaj asked me, what fruit brought you for me from Bangalore? I said, Kurmani. So I was not knowing name in English. I said Kurmani. So Guru Maharaj said, okay. So about 4 o'clock, Guru Maharaj said, okay, bring your Kurmani. So I gave. After eating, he said, your Kurmani was too very sweet and it is called in English apricot. I was not knowing Kurmani is called English apricot. So he told me, he said apricot. So we started laughing actually. So that for food grower told like this actually. And other in Tirupati opening time, they I think from Dubai that lot of devotee camps and they brought good food for deities. So they kept baskets in front of deity. So there was baskets, good foods were there. So I was with Guru Maharaj, Daresh was there, few were there. So Guru Maharaj told me, those fruits which are there, pick those few fruits and for me and bring in room actually. I said, fine, Guru Maharaj. So which number it was, I picked from there and came and brought it to the room actually. Thank you. Sorry that I just can share my which I experienced with Guru Maharaj for fruits. Say listening from Mataji about the fruits actually.
Oh, it's always so nice to hear about Guru Maharaj, and then we just keep reminded of. We get reminded of Guru Maharaj's mercy when we share each other's things. So it's so nice. Thank you for sharing.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhu. Thanks, Ramanipati Prabhu Radharati Mataji. Devotees, if you all have any questions, why don't you put it in the chat or unmute and ask Prabhu? That will be awesome. Yeah, Santosh Prabhu, I think you have raised your hand. Do you want to go ahead first?
Yeah, Hare Krishna Prabhu, Pranam to all the devotees here.
Why don't
Now,
you switch on your video?
Hare Krishna.
Jai.
Prabhu. Yeah, Prabhu, my first experience with Guru Maharaj.
Spot him?
Am I audible there?
Yeah, you are audible. Can you spot him, Anadi Prabhu?
Yes, Prabhu, here you go. Is it okay now? I spotted along with you. So I'll have to remove you.
Along with us, okay.
Okay, now I think he should be there.
Yeah. Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam.
Hare Krishna.
Yeah, so my first experience with Guru Maharaj is during his visit to Bangalore. And I could see so many devotees expressing so much of love and devotion to serve Guru Maharaj. That is my first experience. I was seeing such a loving association. And we are a very neophyte devotees, very new to this Krishna consciousness movement. So how do we raise our determination, faith and love to serve Guru Maharaj, Vishnu, Raji and Prabhu? Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So, the inspiration to serve Guru Maharaj comes by serving Guru Maharaj. So we should find every single opportunity to see how we can please Guru Maharaj. That can be done when we associate with more devotees who have spent more time with Guru Maharaj in their services. There are plenty of services one can do for pleasing Guru Maharaj. So when somebody goes and asks Guru Maharaj how we can please, how we can get inspiration, so Guru Maharaj says, chant 16 rounds, follow 4 regulative principles, eat Krishna Prasadam. Because this is the fundamental, this is a foundation for being engaged in devotional service. So then when we do that regularly, when we do that constantly under the association, with the association and under the direction of senior devotees, then in due course of time, we get the opportunity to serve such exalted Vaishnavas like our Gurudev. So we should always be humble and patient and wait for the opportunity. Right? We may have so many challenges that we may come across during the course of our devotional service. So our main objective should be to remain humble and tolerate all the situations. We may have challenges in the form of devotees also. So we have to tolerate such situations. We have to be patient. Like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, Trinadapi Sunichena, Tarorapi Sahishnuna, Amanina Manadena, Kirtaniya Sadahari. So we should be tolerant, we should be patient, we should give all respect to everyone around us, and we should not expect respect from others. And then in that mood, when we start rendering service to all the Vaishnavas, and then start hearing Guru Maharaj's lectures more and more, and associate with senior disciples of Gurudev and follow their guidance, and we will get inspiration, because Guru Maharaj knows the heart of everyone. We need not go and display ourselves, oh Guru Maharaj, I am here, I am here. No need to do. Guru Maharaj knows the heart of everyone, wherever we are. It's not that one should be right in front of Guru Maharaj in order for Guru Maharaj to understand. He's not like an ordinary person like you and me. He's an extraordinary personality. Many senior members during Guru Maharaj Vyas Puja have expressed that he is a direct associate of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So he's not an ordinary person. So whatever sincerity with which we are rendering service, and Guru Maharaj can understand us and he can reciprocate with us. So through our sincerity of service to the Vaishnavas and through our sincerity in practicing our sadhana nicely, Guru Maharaj will reciprocate with us. We will go through that kind of experience for sure. I'm sure most of the devotees present here would have undergone at some point in life or the other such experiences. So it's like, is your hunger is over? Nobody need to write a thesis and do a research when the hunger will be over. So when you keep eating, then hunger will get over automatically. You will know yourself. There is no need to write any thesis or research paper on that. Similarly, the inspiration will come from within. Guru Maharaj will give that as soon as we start rendering our services sincerely and trying to please the Vaishnavas. Then Guru Maharaj will definitely reciprocate with us.
Actually, Prabhu, you're having a desire. That's itself very nice. So any spiritual desires will always get fulfilled. You're having a desire to serve Guru Maharaj. So this will definitely be fulfilled, and Guru Maharaj will be pleased with you at some point of time. So that's one thing. Another thing, we can see how Guru Maharaj himself is serving Srila Prabhupada. He finds extremely, in any challenging situation, he'll find his way around to somehow serve Srila Prabhupada. So we can always find some opportunities to serve Guru Maharaj somehow or the other, whatever situation we are in. Like for example, my Prabhu, when Guru Maharaj used to visit us, so many services would be there. Everybody would be doing so many services. Prabhu, what he would do, sometimes he will just go and stand near Guru Maharaj's chappal, his footwear, and then he would just be waiting there for Guru Maharaj to come, and then he would just put the chappal in his feet. So he would just do this service. So somehow finding some opportunity or the other to serve Guru Maharaj. So this is something like, you yourself can think of what can I do? Like Guru Maharaj, of course, like what Prabhu said is like the basic, like, doing our sadhana, whatever Guru Maharaj wants us to do as part of our spiritual practices. That is one thing that will definitely please Guru Maharaj. Apart from that, finding different ways to somehow or the other serve Guru Maharaj. You can express your enthusiasm to your yatra leaders, your seniors, and then, they can always find some service for you, and you can serve Guru Maharaj that way.
There is a GPS app. In that, Guru Maharaj has displayed various important services, instructions that he has received from Srila Prabhupada. So we all can participate in many of them, all of them, or at least one of them. We can participate in that and express our desire there. And some concerned individual will contact us and then see how we can engage us in such services to please Guru Maharaj, Srila Prabhupada, and all the acharyas.
So my sincere prayers that
Well-
someone get the opportunity to serve Guru Maharaj and you be satisfied with that, with such services. Our sincere
One most pleasing to Guru Maharaj is preaching. That anybody can do it actually, Guru Maharaj says. So
Yeah.
if we please, that is most pleasing to our Guru Maharaj actually. He is the epitome of preacher, and he himself is preach in every situation he wants to preach. So he likes devotee preach and give a report. He is happy actually when somebody gives a report of preaching actually.
Right.
So
Yeah, thanks. Thank you very much. Very nicely explained. Very inspiring. And I request you to pray for devotees like us who are just beginning to qualify to serve exalted soul like Guru Maharaj and the devotees like you all. Thank you very much.
Hare- Thank you very much, Santosh Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Prabhu and Mataji. We are blessed to hear all your pastimes. Very nice. We are blessed to hear about Guru Maharaj. Thank you so much from Geeta.
Gurudev Mataji.
Krishna Vrajaranjan Prabhu has a question, I think. Prabhu, would you like to ask?
Hare Krishna, Prabhu, Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavad Pranam. So it's very nice to listen about Guru Maharaj, the glories of Guru Maharaj. So, Prabhu, actually, Mataji, I'm very junior. I'm also in a place near to Damodar Desh. So,
Oh, Jai. Yeah.
it's a Sanatan Dham. Guru Maharaj named as Sanatan Dham. Actually, I was thinking when Mataji was telling that several times asked Guru Maharaj to go back to India. So Guru Maharaj asked several questions. So enough money or daughter's marriage, Prabhu was explaining all those things. So finally, Guru Maharaj has given permission to go back, or you moved like that? This is my question. Prabhu.
No, he gave us the permission.
So,
Because just like how Prabhu was telling now, preaching is very dear to Guru Maharaj. We were like preach every day. We used to have programs, preaching programs in the evening. Prabhu would come back from service at 7:30, 8 o'clock. Also, sometimes our Bhakti Vriksha program would start, and we would finish at 9:30, 10 o'clock with proper dinner prasadam and everything. So this was like, it was in full swing. So many Bhakti Vrikshas every day we used to have. So that much preaching was going on. And then we know that this is dear to Guru Maharaj, because when we take devotees to see Guru Maharaj will be so pleased. So this was going on. We were not, I was not so keen on shifting to Mayapur Dham or shifting to India because of this reason. And then finally, when Guru Maharaj gave us the permission, I could also see that this is also for my spiritual improvement. Only after he gave us permission, we moved. Otherwise, we didn't want to.
Guru Maharaj is always very particular that we all take prior permission, not just information. Oh, Guru Maharaj, I'm going. That's giving information. But we have to take permission. That means if Guru Maharaj says, no, don't come now, then we have to have the maturity to stay back and follow that instruction. So Guru Maharaj expects those things. So we have to take permission. I know some devotees who have taken the decision to
do something, And then
And then they
go
went to Guru Maharaj. Guru Maharaj said, why are you coming to me after you take a decision? Then if you have already taken a decision, what can I do for that? So Guru Maharaj is very particular about these things. So we waited for 6 years for Guru Maharaj to give the clearance. Guru Maharaj knows whatever reason it is. I also know, because I'm not matured, I know for sure. So Guru Maharaj waited and then gave his merciful clearance, and then we came back to India. Even then we are not so matured. Guru Maharaj said, why don't you come to Mayapur? And we said, no, we can do a lot of preaching in Chennai. And then we didn't get settled in Chennai at all, and then eventually we got shifted to.
Thank you, Prabhu, sharing this, because I am also going through the same situation. The last more than 3 years. Several times I requested Guru Maharaj something. So Guru Maharaj used to ask question. So my realization in a short, I don't want to linger, because I want to have Guru Maharaj how he behaved or how he reacted with your request. So that I would like to know. That's why I asked the question. Prabhu, several times I wrote, Guru Maharaj asked several questions, but he will keep silence, no answer. No answer. Now 3 letters has been sent, 3 like email, many questions asked, no reply. So then I am getting extension in my job. So this is the realization. Maybe Guru Maharaj clearly knows that he is not going to come back. So it is going on like that. But I do not know. Again, I have to ask one more time. Like Prabhu suggested, ask always permission. So it's going on the same thing. Thank you, Prabhu and Mataji, sharing everything. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Your statement saying that we should take permission and not give information, it is really an eye-opener, because we often do that. We give information and we do not take. Thank you, Mataji.
Yes, Mataji. This is very clear. Permission is important. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Of course, Guru Maharaj also insists that we all should be in concurrence with the local authorities also. He is very particular about these things, right? We should always consult with our local authorities. That's very important. Take their guidance also. So these are very, very important things. Not cross these senior members who are there above us to guide us. So we can always approach the seniors, and then when Guru Maharaj is present, then the senior member as well as Guru Maharaj, all of us can have common discussions also. These are all very, very important etiquettes that we need to remember and follow.
And Prabhuji, especially pastime of your dream, it is really, really captivating. I mean, really something which shakes you up. It's not ordinary, Prabhu.
Mercy of Gurudev.
No, yes, it is.
Special mercy.
Yeah, yes, Prabhu. Because in many places where you go for these extortions of ghosts and all that, I've been to Mayapur. It's hard. You cannot see the people who are screaming, shouting when they're possessed by ghosts. So I could really visualize what you could have gone through, and it's Gurudev's mercy. I was bewildered when you spoke about this pastime. Thank you for sharing something so close.
Gurudev is our only shelter.
Yes, Prabhu.
You can't do anything else beyond that.
Yes, Prabhu.
There are many incidents in our lives where this is just one thing Prabhu has shared. So many incidents where we can just say how Guru Maharaj has literally saved us and literally taken care of us so nicely. So it's amazing.
Actually, we are carefully protected by Guru Maharaj and the senior disciples of Guru Maharaj throughout the course of our life. While we were in Dubai, while we were in Chennai, while we are now in Mayapur, so it's important for all of us to be in that protected shield. That's very important. Sorry, I think we are taking too much.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Dandavat Pranam. This is Anand Vihari Krishnadas.
Hare Krishna, Anand Vihari Prabhu.
Thanks a lot, Prabhuji and Mataji. The way you have guided us, and there are many takeaways from this, your pastimes, or especially like new devotees like us, the junior most devotee. Yes, you very rightly said that you keep on doing seva and you get more seva. To get more seva, you have to continue seva.
Prabhu,
So
your
that was
audio is not so clear, Prabhu. If you're trying
1
to
minute, 1 minute, Mataji, 1 minute. Am I okay, Mataji, right now?
Yeah, much better, Prabhu.
So, 1 minute. I'll just speaker. Yeah, put the speaker mode. Yeah. I said you, Mataji, Prabhuji, you all really guided us for the new devotees like us. And one was the many takeaways. And one of the takeaways was that we want to do more seva, though we cannot do anything in person because we are not fortunate enough to get in-person seva where we can do it. But you said that yes, you keep on doing something which Guru Maharaj loves, and you do seva, you get more seva. That is the blessings of Guru Maharaj. So that is the hope with which we all are moving. Yes, because we cannot. We are not so fortunate to come and stay at Mayapur. so thank you for guiding us a lot. Thanks a lot. And
Actually,
keep blessing us. Keep blessing us, Mataji and Prabhuji.
Guru Maharaj is there to bless us, Prabhu. That's the best blessing.
In one of the Gaur Purnima lectures, His Holiness Bhakti Purushottam Swami Maharaj, one of our senior God brothers, he was expressing residing in Dham means not just physically residing in Dham alone. If anybody is thinking about the Dham from wherever they are, and anybody is following the instructions of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, they're always residing in Dham. So you need not feel that you are very unfortunate, but you are not able to live in Dham. You can think about Dham, you can contribute towards development of the Dham, you can do so many sevas by keeping the Dham in your heart, then you are residing in Dham. So we can do so many wonders by not being physically present also. I'm not saying that you should not come to Dham. You all must come to the Dham. Dham is like it's once Prabhupada said, coming to Navadip Mandal Parikrama, right? It's most important. It's like a life of a devotee. It's like a life of a devotee. So we should make all endeavors to do that. But at the same time, if we are busy with some other services that is earmarked for us, we can always meditate upon the Dham and continue our services wherever we are doing. Then we will still get the benefit of residing in Dham.
I can see many of my seniors here. My pranams to you all.
Hari Hari. Hare Krishna.
Very thankful to you, Prabhu and Mataji, and all the devotees who have joined us from across the globe for this Thursday glorification of Guru Maharaj. We are extremely honored. We actually try to do this every Thursday, where we request one of our senior godbrother, god sister to come over and share their realizations. And then, like Anand Vihari Prabhu said, we get inspired and we try to do something which is pleasing to Guru Maharaj. Thank you again. On behalf of J2PS Seshadripuram, we thank you so much.
Thank you very much for giving us this opportunity, Prabhu.
Prabhu.
Very happy. Prabhu and Mataji. Thank you, Jagannath Prabhu.
Thank you.
Thank you all the devotees.
Guru Maharaj ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhyo vacha patitanam Vaishnavebhyo namo namo. Antikoti Vaishnav ki jai. Thank you, Ramanipati Prabhu Radharati Mataji.
Prabhu Dandavat Pranam. Thank you, Prabhu. Very nice.
Thank you so much.
Prabhu
Thank
Mataji.
Thank you,
Very,
Prabhuji.
very
Thank you,
good.
Thank you, Anadi Prabhu.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Very
Prabhuji.
good.
That
Thank
was
you very much.
Dhanyavad.
Dhanwad Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Jagannath Prabhu. Dhanwad.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Mataji, Dandavat Pranam. Very nice class.
Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranams,
Hare Krishna.
Mataji and Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Very nice to hear your realizations.
Hare Krishna.
Mataji, you're our senior. You, I'm sure.
How did you recognize who's talking to you?
Obviously, Mataji, how can I miss your voice?
Very nice, ma. Very nice. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhu. And
Krishna, Dandavat Pranams, Prabhu Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Ramanipati Prabhu and Radarati Mataji. Dandavat Pranam.
Happy to see you after a long
So
time.
enlightening, wonderful, nice to hear you after a very long time. Thank you.
Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam, Mataji and Prabhu.
Hari Dandavat Pranam.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, thank you for a wonderful experience. We are getting experience from your experience, Prabhu. Thank you very much. We are very grateful to Anadi Jagannath Prabhu to arrange such a wonderful experience, experience realization from the senior devotees, Prabhu. We are blessed, we are blessed, we are blessed. Thank you very much, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
All goes to Maharaj.
Hare Krishna, Govinda.
Hare.
Prabhu.
Govinda Prabhu is there? Yeah.
Very well.
I was waiting to hear from you someday.
Go.
Govinda Prabhu is the person who brought me to Krishna consciousness. I was going somewhere, he pulled me, and then, he made me reach the Prabhupada Leelamrita, because of which I actually took up to Krishna consciousness. Thank you.
Jai. Jai.
Very well, Ramanipati. Nice. Thank you very much, Radharati. Nice. Gaurangi heard all the lectures. He just went out. Thank you so much. Thank you, Anadi Prabhu.
Govinda Prabhu, my request is to give your association someday. And you see that now I'll put some recommendations. I'll put some recommendations from Radharati Mataji to you. That the recommendations from other devotees will.
She knows me. No, she knows I'm not qualified, and she will tell that.
Come on.
At least 3-4 hours for him.
That's why Prabhu, he's been very miserly, if I can use the word for him. He doesn't want to share any of Guru Maharaj pastimes with us, and it's been like exactly more than 2 years now. And Prabhu has been like, "I'll tell you, Anadi, I'll tell you," and it's like now I got the right time, because now through you I can just request him again, and I hope. Or maybe I should go through Gaurangi Mataji, and then maybe that will be easier. You see that?
Definitely.
That's the route, Prabhu.
That's the route, is it? Okay. Thank you, Prabhu. I'll then explore that, Prabhu.
Everywhere.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Govinda Prabhu. Okay. With your permission, Ramanipati Prabhu and Mataji, can we?
Hare Krishna.
Okay.
Hey, something Prabhu is saying. Yes, sorry, Prabhu, couldn't hear you.
Pranam.
Thank you. Hare Krishna, all of you.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhu, Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, devotees. See you all again next week, same time, here in glorification of Guru Maharaj. Guru Maharaj ki jai. Guru Maharaj in all of your dreams, please. Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Mataji. Hare Krishna, Nadi Prabhu.
Hey, Hari Bol. Subhahu Prabhu. Dhanavad.
Thanks.
Prabhu,